In Mathura,
Yes.
it's a very tragic story. The Hindu claim has been well documented. But what is very, very disturbing, that shows how far we are from reclaiming, is that in 1968, a government at the center and a government in Uttar Pradesh collaborated and gave 3 acres of land of Katra Keshav Dev to the Eidgah party. Now, till that time, the Eidgah party, in the entire British period, it filed so many cases in the court, and the court went on saying, "You have no case, please go." Now, where are we? We are very far from reclamation, because even what we had, we are giving 3 acres.
And ma'am, not many people know about it, that the land has been given.
Yes, in
Not many people.
1968.
Yes, nobody knows, by the way.
I've written a book on this, by the way. Now the point is, you tell me.
I also did
No,
know this.
no, I am asking you, what are you talking about reclamation? Sambhar में भाई Aine Akbari says na, and it is a fact that there is an inscription there. Now, there is a doubt about everything, that, Aine Akbari is mentioning it in present tense, so it means that the mandir was there. Are bhai, the point is, if you are free from any guilt or any association, then what prevents you from carrying out a survey? Why do you,
Yes.
why do you prohibit a survey? If somebody comes to my house and says that, you have kept opium here and we want to search, I will say, please come and search. The point is, trying to block a fair examination, according to me, is not the best means to
Bolster your case.
make a case in any case. Bolster, though, is much later. So, the fact of the matter is that I think that the reclamation has hardly taken off. And, lest I'm accused of, encouraging certain activities in a certain direction, I'm no one. I'm just a bystander and a watcher. My empathy is because I've studied that history, but it does not mean that anyone can determine and direct which way this will go. 500 years, the Ayodhya movement continued on its own steam, isn't it? So, and to take umbrage at the fact that where will it go? Why are you getting so nervous? The whole point is, my last question may sound incorrect, but was there any shortage of land in India ever? So, your religious structure could have been built on vacant land. Why is it that you always choose a contentious, even in Sambhal, that it's on a raised hillock? And the tradition, according to the Hindu scheme of things, was that the temple will be on a slightly elevated platform. And the masjid was always supposed to be on open ground in a marketplace, so that it's easily accessible to everyone. So, I think that many of these debates and these controversies that have arisen in recent times are doing great injustice to the Hindus.